It's me, Renee. I'm back. And last week, or to be precise, last Saturday, just a few days ago, I read one of my most anticipated reads of this year, and I would say one of my favorites so far. It is, can you guess it? The Lust Crusade by Jo Segura. So this one is the last in her books because this is her debut book, and then this comes Temple of Spoon. It's Raiders of the Lost Heart, Temple of Spoon, and The Lust Crusade. So these, I would say, are all companion books, though these, I suppose, are kind of more, because in the first book you have these two characters, and they show up in this book. They are mentioned in this book, but that's about it. They don't show up. But all of these books are I would say architects, no, archaeologists who also find love. I suppose kind of Indiana Jones, but with more love story. I do find it kind of fun that I would say all of these covers, in my mind at least, they scream more love than they scream danger. But there's also danger in every of these books. So this one, the first two books takes place in Latin America. This one takes place in Greece. It has the brother, best friend's brother trope, and also they've both been kind of pining for each other for a while, but they haven't done anything because she thinks he wouldn't like me at all. Why would he like me? I'm just his brother's best friend, and he thinks he can't get date her because bro code. Um, and yeah, in the beginning, also it starts with everyone thinking that this guy's dead. Very quickly, we discover no, he's not dead. He's just been kidnapped. And also, the bad guy is the same as in the first two books, so that's fun. And yeah, so in this one, it's Greek history that we are looking about. This one also takes place in Crete, so that's a nice place. Well, I'm assuming. I don't think I've ever been there, but yeah. And also some of it takes place in Athens, so yeah, nice setting there. I needed some water. Um, in addition to fast-paced plots, with running around, running from bad guys, and also trying to what's the word again? Trying to trick the bad guys. Of course, there's also humor happening, and you also have love happening. I would say maybe about halfway through it, they kind of understand that okay, I like you, you like me, let's just kiss, because that's how a lot of these books end up happening. And this book, so okay, so one thing I didn't say. So Daniela, that character, she's a librarian, so that's fun to read about librarian. And through the course of events of this book, they end up in different libraries, and there might be kissing in libraries. There might be more than that in libraries, and yeah, nice spiciness in libraries. Can't complain with that. That is quite fun, and yeah, I just love this book. It's an amazing book. So I listened to a interview by Jo Segura because, of course, this book's coming out, so she needs to promote it and whatnot. She said that her next book, she's writing it more or less as we speak. Her next book will still be romance, but also danger and action. But her next book will be with journalists instead of archaeologists, which these first few books has been. Though, in this book we also have a journalist, so I suppose we have had both, but yeah, the next book, at least I think maybe she says the next few books will be journalist focused, but journalists also can be caught up in danger. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I don't really know more than that it's journalist focused and the same thing, but journalists, we don't have like any plot details at all. So yeah, I'm curious where the next book will take place. Honestly, I love that the first two books were ecology book, but they took place in Latin America. I feel like every a lot of these read, but yeah, every action adventure takes place in Egypt or it takes place in Greece or Italy. So I quite liked how these took place in Latin America. This takes place in Greece, yes, but also still great book. I can't complain. I mean, Greece has a long history, a lot of history. Honestly, you know what's I don't know if you'll see this, but like if people are watching this or whatever, I'm just gonna throw this out here. If someone wants to if someone wants to write an action adventure set in Norway, I feel like that could be quite fun because we have a lot of history as well. People could find things in Norway that could change history or change myths, you know. I mean, we have Viking history, but we also have history after that as well, so that could be fun. So I feel like write about Norway could be fun. If someone who wants to write about Iceland could also be fun, but also look to other places than Egypt. I mean, there's history in Ghana, there's history in South Africa. I mean, there's history, I would say, in every place in the world, really. Honestly, I believe there is, if you look closely. But yeah. And yeah, The Lust Crusade by Jo Segura. Highly, highly recommend. It's a great romp and a love of a book. Love of a book. Romance of a book. Yeah, you get me.